Hi friends, welcome to our weekly update. This week we're talking to Brooke and Bob Peary with USA Mortgage, and what we thought we would talk about today is, here we are mid-May, and I think that we are all struggling with trying to figure out how to best give our clients the most competitive advantage possible. As a listing agent and a buyer agent, you know, I'm seeing everyone try to put their best foot forward, but I wanted to learn more about your programs that you might offer that can help people have the best advantage.
Sure, well thanks for having us for one.
Yes.
Do you want to hit the cash offer real quick?
Sure.
Okay.
So the USA Advantage is basically a cash offer. And let me explain that a little bit. It's a conventional loan. Got to have a pretty good credit score to qualify for it.
680 plus.
Yeah.
680.
Yep. And we take the loan as soon as you apply with us. We take the loan and get everything into underwriting immediately. Our turnaround time, once we receive all the information from the borrower, is 24 hours.
Okay.
So that really helps. If you know you're going out on a Friday to look at property, then you need to be getting with us at the beginning of the week so we can get out everything in, get it to underwriting, order a verification of employment, because that is one of the things that we have to do. So if you've got an employer that doesn't cooperate with getting that back, that could hold up the process a little bit. So we get everything in, underwriting looks at it, and they will issue a cash offer. So you're going in making an offer not contingent upon financing. What we're saying is, if something happens and it is the borrower's fault, or the borrower does something to where they no longer would qualify for the property, USA Mortgage is writing a check for the deal at closing. So there it is, a cash offer. Your seller doesn't have to worry about them losing their job 10 days prior to closing. We're going to still close because we've made that on time. So,
and that cash offer will also I lost my train of thought.
That's okay. Cash offer.
Shoot, I had a good point. I was going to say, once we get that person and it's an actual cash offer, we have the USA Mortgage Advantage program to attach with that cash offer. Again, to reiterate what Brooke was saying, it doesn't matter what happens that's contingent on financing. The contract is going to be written as a cash offer. It's going to be delivered to the seller as a cash offer. And regardless of what happens to the financing, we will fulfill that closing on the closing date. So, yeah.
And is this the loan program that also has the $5,000 guarantee?
So it's the same type.
Okay.
So the cash offer is only on conventional loans.
Okay.
It's 680 or above, and you have to at least have 10% down or more. Okay. So what happens with the FHA loans? What happens with the VA loans?
Right.
Unfortunately, USDA is not going to be included in any of these advantage programs. But VA, FHA, and the people with that doesn't meet the original criteria with the cash offer, we have another pre-approval. It's the same process. You go through underwriting, we verify assets, we verify employment, but we also attach a basically a what do we call it?
$5,000 guarantee.
Guarantee to the seller that says, if for some reason we don't close on time, or we have to delay the closing for something that's out of our control, we will guarantee to the seller that we as a company will give them $5,000 in addition to whatever kind of earnest money that's already been put up. So it's a really good offer for the people that don't qualify for the cash offer, and it still lets them stand out a bit.
So borrowers that might be looking at putting just 3.5% down or 5% down, they could take advantage of that $5,000 program. And then as far as what your credit score requirements would be for that loan, what's the range for that type of?
Typically, it's going to be around 640 and above.
Okay, 640
and on VA and FHA and conventional.
Okay. So let me ask you this, because there may be some folks out there that are feeling the push, like, I need to try to buy this year, and maybe their credit's on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're in the 620s or 600s. Are you able to work with those
absolutely
potential
100%.
borrowers to help raise that credit score?
Sure. Bob and I have been doing this together for 20 plus years. And we've taken a look at a lot of credit reports. If you have a problem with your credit and you're just missing those numbers, come reach out to us. We will sit down with you. We will tell you exactly what you need to do to raise those scores, and we can usually do it pretty quickly. When we pull a credit report, it will tell us, hey, if you do X, Y, and Z, it will raise your score X amount.
That's right.
That's a big deal. And I know a lot of people go to credit repair places.
That was going to be my question.
And I would rather them save their money and come talk to us and let us help them, because they can use that money that they're paying someone else. They can use that to pay down debt.
Okay.
And sometimes it's not always paying down debt to raise your credit score. I actually told somebody to go make a purchase on their credit card to raise their amount that they owe on it, and it raised their credit score enough. So sometimes you think you're working on the right things and you might not be working on the right things. So talk to somebody that's got experience, that cares about getting you into a home.
So that takes me just to first-time borrowers and first-time buyers, because I feel like with the competition in the market, they're the ones that are being edged out, I think, a little, and having the most difficult time. So for those people that might be looking at doing a 3.5% down loan program, or say 5%, do you see anyone still trying to go and use MHDC funds at all for any down payment assistance? Or are we needing to, find some funds for our down payment?
Yeah, typically you're going to need to find funds for the down payment. MHDC is still available, but it just adds a layer of risk to the loan. So now you have the state involved, and there's a little bit more complexity there.
And the rates are higher.
And the rates are a little bit higher. So it's really tough to get in those loan programs. The city of Columbia has a really good loan program or assistance program for down payment that can be used. So what I would recommend for those that don't have a whole lot of money, get with us. Let's see what we can figure out. Let's see what kind of loan programs are out there that are available to help with the down payment assistance, if any. And let's kind of go from there. Let's get with the realtor at that point, see what our options are, see what we need to be looking at, what areas we need to be looking at, and then we can try to just figure it out from there.
And I think all of this is really good food for thought for anyone that might have kids or friends that are thinking about buying this year. Fall is when the market tends to slow down a little bit, and that might be a really good time for those that have been just sitting in the wings and waiting to get into the market, to maybe pair with a great mortgage loan officer to be able to find a program that works the best for them.
Absolutely. And it's really important to have a good relationship with your lender and with your realtor, because it's a long journey when you're buying a house, and there's a lot that goes into it and a lot of emotions that go into it, and you've got to be working with somebody that cares to get you to the end goal. And Bob and I have been doing that for a long time. I know Shannon cares deeply about her clients, so make sure you picked the right person to work with that's going to be on your team.
100%.
So Brooke and Bob are with USA Mortgage. They have an office here at House of Brokers. You can schedule an appointment with them either over the phone, by email, apply online, and of course just reach out, and we'd be happy to make an introduction to you as well.
Absolutely.
So,
Awesome.
Thanks for
having
chatting
us.
with us
Thanks for having us.
today.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.